Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need work.
Good night, folks.
Nailed it.
You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shoutcast Uncut, with your host, Bobby Skullface.
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and Jake. I call it a rock Fred. Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
The fit and finish.
Everyone's favorite internet troll, Greg for Mercy.
Only troll for good.
Meth Deluxe Baldwin.
Hell Hasbro.
And the most popular tattoo transformer band ever, Decepticon.
Hey, ladies.
No, it's just awful.
Who's running that company?
I don't scale like that.
Upload complete, fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Merry fucking Christmas and welcome to Shadowcast Uncut, episode 102. Let's get the ball rolling with some introductions. First up, we've got Greg, our very own Mogwai.
Bright light.
Don't feed me after midnight, I guess, and get me wet. Don't make me moist. Or I'll catch you.
That's my favorite kind of Greg.
I'll catch you.
That's everybody's favorite kind of Greg right there, moist.
Moist.
Next, we've got our very own third-party Grinch, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Merry Christmas.
Next in line, we've got the engineer you don't want to be trapped home alone with, Kevin T2RX6 McAllister.
Thank you for that introduction, Astrotrain.
You're very welcome.
Nice.
And next in line, we've got the John McClane of Transformer Reviews, Bobby Skullface.
That's nice. I'll take that. I thought it was going to be the Dennis Leary, the ref. But that's fine. I'll take it.
You're meant to say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. All right.
I wasn't prepared.
God damn it.
I wasn't prepared. It's on.
And hopefully Robert will be joining us. But if not, let's just say you haven't seen Robert and Santa Claus in the same place at once. So
He's too busy taking on that lawsuit about how Santa ran over Grandma, you know?
Yeah. All right, let's get straight into it. Conventions. Get out the tinfoil hats. It's time to wildly guess at things.
Oh, we're not going to say what we got, lady?
Oh, yeah, we probably should.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't mean to bust you out.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Greg's
I know we're trying to rush.
Greg's been waiting 2 weeks for this. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's start with Greg. What you get, buddy?
oh man, I made a list.
You got a list.
I didn't get very much, because I was saving for Christmas. But yeah, for the last couple of weeks, I picked up a few things because this month was a bitch. So I finally got Grandis Hexatron. I love it. Fuck yeah.
Merca.
I got Anarchist. Actually, I ended up with 2 of them. But I was able to pass one on to a needy boy or girl for Christmas. I got Turmoil, which is a lot better than I expected. Sphinx. I got Gundog finally. I got the Metallic Gutter. I got the Maketoys rear end. I got Masterpiece Thundercracker. I got another Andrus. I got Tyrant, which after I figured out, I read the thing about the batteries and all that, is now he works perfectly. I got the Gray Bombshell I forgot to pick up at TFCon. I got Quantron. I got the knockoff oversized Grimlock, and it's fucking awesome. Like, it's really good quality. Hey Matt, when you start buying my shit, you can judge what I buy.
Wow. He's awfully defensive this evening.
Oh, I'm not defensive.
Matt's
just been making little side comments about it ever since we started
I
talking
have
about
not.
it.
That's the first thing I said about that knockoff piece of shit.
Still beats your fucking Combiner Wars.
Possibility.
Oh, and then speaking of people that aren't dicks to their friends, Joe H, not liking to see another American half-ass his sweeps, sent me a third Andrus for Christmas. So I have and his Huntsman the Sweep.
Shout out to Joe. He's good people.
He is good people.
He's a great person.
So now I have the sweeps and I have a Galvatron. I just need a Cyclonus. And yeah.
You got
You got,
Tempest?
you got the sweats like me, Greg. Just waiting for it, hanging out.
Oh, I know. Well, I was gonna say I got the sweats because I'm in a hot ass fucking room because I just turned
Oh.
the AC on. The AC on fucking 2 days before Christmas. I got the air conditioning on. Was it fucking
that's
Australia?
absurd, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like it. Get it out of
Oh.
here.
I got one more thing. I got that Shadow Fisher add-on kit for Revolver from Swage. I got it for $20. I couldn't pass that up.
It makes
How
me
is
think
it?
about a really bad hemorrhoid.
Damn.
I wish I
What?
could get that Shadow Fisher kit for $20. God damn.
I know.
How is it? Like, whoever said that.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I like it. I
Yeah.
never actually had the Fans Project version, so I don't know.
See, that's the thing. Like, I feel like $30 would have been a perfect price point for it, but it's like $60. Like, it's not worth $60.
Yeah, I looked at that thing, like, I went back and forth on it, like fucking Bobby with those fucking azaleas at TFCon Chicago. Like, I was going back and forth, back and forth. Had it in my cart, had it out of my cart. Was at the pay screen, like, asking Jesus. And, yeah, I just...
But you didn't have the pressure.
But I didn't do it. So, but yeah, for $20. Oh, and then I got like $70 worth of Repro-Labels.
Nice.
And I got a cold, like a really, really bad one. So I'm kind of loopy on.
Not as cool as a Transformer, but you know.
I'm
Cold
really
anyway.
loopy. Yeah, cold. Okay, that's all. That's all I got, I think.
Sure.
Good job, Baller. All right, Matthew, what did you got?
I got Beast Wars Injector. He's a diffuser. Yeah. He is sexy as hell. Big old fish head. And I got, my wife found me 3 of the Combaticons. Swindle, Brawl, and a repaint of Alpha Bravo. And that's it. That's all I got.
You got to do last week's haul as well because it didn't record. So let's get last week as well.
Shit, I don't know what I did. What did I get last week? I don't remember, man. Sorry. I got so much stuff. That's how it rolls.
All right, Justin, how about you?
So, I've been commenting to Bobby that I have something big coming soon, and it finally came.
Which I've also told his girl.
You ready for some disappointment? Also, something that you...
Which you also told his girl.
So, consequently, hasn't been a problem. But anyway... yeah, so I got not the Combiner Wars, the United... No, what is it? I don't know. Whatever the goddamn Takara line for Combiner Wars is, Devastator. Yeah.
Nice.
He's got elbows,
Yes.
so that's always good,
A gun.
You love it.
He's got guns. Like I was telling Lenny earlier, like, I actually like him more than I expected to. Like, I think he's pretty cool. I do think he's not fantastic, and I'm not going to be giving up on Generation Toy, but, for what he is, he's not bad, and I decided, really the reason I picked it up was I wanted to get that Dr. Wu full figure, the whatever Mixmaster, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I think I'm just going to go with the Perfect Effect like full add-on kit for like $60, which has turns them into the regular mixer and stuff, so that's fine with me, I think.
That started coming in stock this week, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's just cheaper than doing the full figure, and I was looking at the aesthetic, the Dr. Wu figure, in hindsight, looking at him, doesn't quite fit the same aesthetic, So.
What's the plastic? Not to derail.
What's that?
Good.
Bobby? No, you go ahead.
No, my question wasn't a question.
Oh, well, I actually had a question, because you're the only person that halfway knows what they're talking about that has them that I know so far. What's the plastic feel like? You messed with the one I brought to Bobby's, didn't you?
No, but it does not feel... it feels like par for the course for Combiner Wars, in my opinion. It's definitely not the plastic of, classics and previous and such.
Where Scrapper connects to the leg, does it feel bendy? Does it feel almost shampoo-y?
It's close, yeah.
Okay, all right, so it's the same plastic probably as the Hasbro. Okay, that's all I was curious.
Yeah, really, I don't think there's any changes over, what you've already seen if you have the Hasbro one, outside of guns and elbows. So.
Oh, there you go.
But they're fun. The other thing is I told Lenny, it was worth it to me because I got it for the same price as the US version. So, it was less hard to swallow a more complete toy for that price. So,
It is a complete toy.
not without elbows, it's not, Matt. Sorry.
Cut corner.
Okay, Bobby, what you got?
I got I'm not sure what I said last week. I got
stuff on loan.
I got Takara Masterpiece Thundercracker, Warbatron Strafe, and I got to look at Fans Toys Stomp and Unique Toys Blur. I got Captain Phasma, Black Series. I got Mastermind Creations Kaon and Comatose Turmoil, and I also got to look at the Mega Steel Megatron, but I haven't got to really mess with him yet. And what else? I got one of my Grails, which was G.I. Joe 3 3/4 Zorana, SDCC exclusive.
How much did you get her for? I forget.
It was a little under $50.
Yeah, see,
What?
I could find one for that.
Yeah, someone on eBay obviously didn't. It was opened. It was opened, but it was complete. And someone obviously didn't know what they had, and I just happened to check at the right time, I suppose. But I've got her. She's on the shelf, and my Dreadnoks are complete, and I'm happy as a pig in shit.
That was nice censoring there, Greg.
I got, just in the mail today, I got SH Figuarts, Kylo Ren, and First Order Trooper. And the First Order Trooper is a fucking home run, and Kylo Ren is a triple, maybe a home run. I haven't decided yet. There's a couple of things, but it's pretty damn close.
I followed those. I almost had them. They were like $40 on HLJ, if I'm not mistaken, 40 or 50.
Yep. I grabbed them off another site. I'd recommend anybody called CD Japan. It's another like import site, and
Crazy Debbie Japan, got it.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's it.
I think we lost a bit of your other news last week as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so for those listening, and we still haven't really mentioned it to anyone, so don't be blowing up any page with congratulations or anything, because like my dad doesn't know. But I also scored a new baby.
New baby.
So,
What are you gonna name it? You name it Kylo Ben?
We haven't decided. If it's a girl, it's gonna be named after Wonder Woman or Poison Ivy in some regard.
Wow.
And then and then probably a Star Wars character as well. And then if it's a boy, it's probably gonna be Jason.
Starscream.
It's probably gonna be Jason Wayne.
Sorry, scream. Nice.
Not Decepticon.
How, just name it Baby. Can we just name a kid Baby? It's like, hey, Baby.
That sort of stuff doesn't really fly in the North.
No? No.
Um,
So we're uncouth down here or something? Is that
No,
what,
I'm
is
fucking
that what we're doing, Bobby? Is the South, not...
I'm fucking with you, Matt. But there's one thing I want to mention about it. This is how real this shit is. Like we were planning to have this baby. Like we wanted to have another baby, and biological clocks are starting to tick. But we made sure that the baby would come before TFCon Chicago.
Yay.
So that the baby wouldn't interfere with TFCon.
That's hardcore right there, buddy.
Yeah, and if it didn't happen, I think December was our last cutoff month, because I would put it in September. And if it didn't happen in December, we were going to hold off January and February and then start again in March. So it's that real.
How I was hoping that story would go is this is how real it was. Biological clocks and all, ticking and whatever. But man, we were at Costco. This fucking woman went over an aisle to get a bag of chips. She forgot, and it was just sitting right there in the cart. And I was like,
This will
gotta
do.
it. Gotta do it.
Look, we can pick the sex.
Yay! It's not the right color.
She's 15 years old and Polynesian, but she's ours.
Yeah.
She works in a factory, she says, for KFC or something. I don't know.
Of course, it'd be nice to have a boy just to have the life experience of having a boy. But I don't know if I'm cut out for that shit. Having girls.
Carry on, that's Skullface name.
Yeah, having girls is pretty easy.
Until they get older.
Yeah, wait till they're teenagers.
Yeah, but it's a whole different ball game though. Like it's a different ball game. Like having boys is like I don't know. Like I have nephews and I have other people close to me that have boys, and it's a different ball of wax. And then on top of that, like, you know, the more girls you have, the better chances that you're going to be taken care of when you're old are. Like boys just kind of drop you off at the nursing home and give you a farewell wave.
Yeah, five.
Yeah, and girls kind of take care of you to the end of times. So.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations again, Bobby.
Yay.
Thank you. But just for those that know me in person or whatever, if you congratulations aren't necessary. I just assume they're implied. So please, by all means, keep it to yourself. It's fine. But if you do feel the need to congratulate, please congratulate me privately.
Are you going to do a review on him when he comes out?
Well,
yes. Articulation, everything.
If he's a chip off the old block, it might be worth it. If you know what I'm saying.
Do the 5 points of articulation, everything. licks the paint, all that good stuff.
No unboxings, please.
Yes, no unboxing.
You gotta worry about that.
Unless people like that.
I'll tell you, like, I'm not into documenting that shit at all. Like all this.
Oh, you should.
I'm gonna record the glorious birth. Like, nope. Like, the glory moment for me starts about 5 seconds after it's done. Then.
It's clean now. Cool.
I'll take it from you. Look what I got from BBTS.
All
free
that
shipping.
What you call it? It was funny. Like when Jaina was born, like being my first. Like when they take her and they put her in the little basket and they put the basket underneath like the little warming light, like she's a steak. And,
some apples or something.
And like I just, you know, like you just like as the mother kind of has to stay where she was while they in the afterbirth out and all that other shit, and like she has to kind of stay where she is, and then like as a father you like go over and be with your kid, and like when they put it and they swaddle it and they put it in a little warming tray. And I put my like fists in the warming tray, like on both sides of her, and was like just kind of hovering over her, just because I was like, you know, taken back by it. And the nurse came over to me and was like, "You're not supposed to really have your hands in there." Like little space.
You infected it.
But but yeah, I was like a fucking gorilla.
It's mine.
Yeah. Mine. But anyway, so you know, I mean, we're already like my wife and I are already going to war again because my wife and I pretty much go to war for 10 months and then have a baby. So far we're up to like 20 months of war, but now 22 months of war, 23 months of war. So yeah, we're back at each other's throats, and this shit will pass. It's funny, we had a discussion about. I feel like we're getting off a tangent. How's the news look? Let me see.
Oh, there's not a lot.
Yeah, we got enough time. We had a situation recently where like you know, like if anybody's ever had like a wife who's pregnant or a girlfriend who's pregnant or whatever, like it sucks. Like, you know, like people tell you like they're beautiful or whatever. Like I don't see it. All I see is fucking anger. But like she was like, you know, I just don't. I don't. What did she say? I need you to. I just need more support. And I was like, okay, what do you need? And she was like, support. And I was like, okay, well, obviously, like I think that I am supporting you. So what I am doing is insufficient. So I need to know what you need in order to feel supported. She's like, well, I need you to understand. I was like, okay, this is another one of those terms. See, I feel like I am understanding, so I need to know what you need
left the room already.
in order to feel understood. You know, I mean, we're fine. It's just that we go through this. It's like The Godfather, and they say you got to go through this every couple of years. It kind of cleans out the bad blood. It's kind of.
Oh, worse already.
It sucks, dude. Like they're emotional and they're. You know, my wife's a pretty level-headed gal, but like when she's got a little skull face in her, she's just no fucking good.
So pretty much once a week is what you're saying.
Oh! You know, usually 2 to 3 with 2 kids. We've backtracked a little bit.
Don't let Lenny come over because it'll be a lot more.
All right, let's talk about what I got.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do last week's one. I got Planet X Gamadum, the blue repaint of Omega Supreme.
Damn.
I got Maketoys rear end, and yeah, and I uploaded the add-on kit already. I got Warbatron Double Strike. I got the who made this? I got the Ratchet, the Voodoo Toys Ratchet. I got Sphinx. I got Anarchus. I got MP Thundercracker. I got Tyrant. I got a bunch of KFC tapes. And I got a commission piece from a guy named Justin Williams. Shout out to him. He did an awesome deal for an inked piece of Galvatron with some sweeps and stuff flying behind him. Looks awesome. I might post it up in the Shadowcast page.
Nice.
But yeah,
Do it.
that's what I got.
Do it.
Greg,
Yeah,
your haul was still better, Greg.
I saw Force Awakens 3 times.
Yeah, I've seen it
Oh,
once.
you're up to story?
Yeah.
I saw it once.
I've seen it on.
I saw it once. It's good.
Can we spoil it? Is everyone seen it in the world now? Or
No.
Justin hasn't.
I really don't care. I mean, I'm gonna see it. I already know things that have happened anyway, so.
It's no age of extension.
I'll tell Justin that that Finn was Han Solo's son that he kidnapped from Costco. That's definitely going to throw everything off.
So
There's no age of extension. I know that.
Yay, Matt, you're goddamn right about that. So let's move on. If we want to have a Force Awakens discussion at the end, I'm up for it. But,
all right. Well, I already ruined the surprise. The ceremony is almost complete. Line up with your Kool-Aid because Botcon and TF Club to end at the end of 2016.
Thanks.
That's not what it says. But hey, whatever. That's cool.
Get out the tinfoil hats. It's time to get wildly guessed at things.
Yeah, well, I already did that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Greg.
Oh.
Yeah, Greg. God.
yeah, well, so this is pretty much all but confirmed now, right? Or is it 100%?
After,
Go ahead.
well, this came out last night, and then, this came out last night, and then Pete posted on his page. He made this comment about his interesting day, and
Yeah.
whatever. And
Primal,
then
you got
today there was a little shitstorm. Like it wasn't even like someone started trashing it, like one of the Fun Pub fanboys, like one of the BFFs from Botcon. Was like, oh, you people that are celebrating this, I can't wait to see when the next company's worse. What do you say? The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
Okay,
and
I
can't wait to see until the next company actually starts cracking down on the third party ban. And I was like, so what you're saying is Fun Pub is the devil that makes empty threats? Or am I reading a little too much? But that turned into a fuck fest. And then, of course, as soon as it started, Pete Sinclair tried to join the group, and the discussion was over, and everybody got their fucking feels out. And yeah, it's pretty much confirmed. I mean, if the Fun Pub fanboys are like saying it, you know what I mean? And then like someone added Pete, and people were trying to stir the drama again, and yeah. And then I got
Good
freedom
times.
bombed.
Good times.
Yeah, I got freedom bombed into the ground like fucking Iraq. But yeah, I mean it's all. I mean, I would say at this point it's pretty confirmed. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but yeah, this is going to be the last Fun Pub Botcon.
Nowhere to go but up from here.
Yeah. I mean, like, not for nothing.
It does suck, though.
Botcon has never been my bag, but I hate to see people fail in general. Like, I like to see people succeed, but I feel like
Love it.
But I mean, they
like-
did get Transformers out there. I mean, they were a Transformer company, and it does suck when you fail. I mean, it does.
I feel like maybe it's best to breathe some new blood into it. It was best to let
took
George
its course.
Lucas let go. So
The
Oh,
thing,
that neck.
the thing that strikes me about it is like I feel like I don't care that they failed because I feel like they deserve to fail, and I think that they had year after year to listen to like feedback from consumers and didn't, so like
They
at
were
this
on a
point,
high
like
horse.
yeah, like when you made all these repaints that nobody cared about and all that stuff, like you should have started like trying to get in contact with people to see like what kind of things they'd want to see, but instead there was always excuse for things they couldn't do, but like somehow they've done interesting things at one point in time, and everybody loved those box sets. I mean, some of those box sets go for ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. you couldn't get the molds, you couldn't, which is it's probably understandable. They probably couldn't get some of the molds, but
Right.
there was always excuses for the servers going out, all that credit card thing that went about, and they wouldn't take blame for themselves. They always blamed it on somebody else, and that just got really annoying after a while. That's why I quit with the Fun Pub stuff. Just always. It was not our fault. It was our server's fault. It was the other company's fault. Well,
Yeah.
why don't you take blame for something that, and then maybe everybody wouldn't be so mad if you manned up and said, hey, we messed up. We're sorry. Here's what we're doing to fix it. Blah, blah, this. But no, it was the other company's fault. It was our servers because, we have servers from 1985 that are not working correctly. Well, no shit.
Fact
You
your
need to update.
stuff over. Mail it
Yeah, you
back
need to
to
update your
side ledger.
software. Update your software and update your servers and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't cost that much. As much money y'all bring in, y'all can spend a little money to update your servers and your, software, all that good stuff to make it run smoothly. Botcon, when people are trying to register for Botcon, it always got fucking lag and everything, and everybody just, it was a shit fest, and it was just,
Whoa. My man said.
I was a big
man says
supporter.
it was a shit fuck fest.
I mean, I was a big supporter. I used to, I went to Botcons.
Yep.
I did the Fun Plus stuff and everything. I was a big supporter, but after with the credit card thing, after that shit, I was like done. I'm like, man up, take responsibility. You're not, it's the reason why that shit happens is because you don't have good security, you don't have good, equipment to handle the amount of stuff. The time you were getting bigger, you need to grow. You need to get better equipment to fix that stuff. So
Matt, that's
just
Teletran 1 you're talking about.
I know. Well, they had Teletron 1 from 1985 back when it was crashed into the fucking, or millions of years when it crashed into the mountain, so whatever.
Time for a little update.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if they moved with the times a little bit more and maybe accepted third party in some capacity, it might have reinvigorated the convention, but because they took that stance of get the fuck out, I can't help but feel like that contributed to the downfall.
The problem is, though, I don't think you can be an official Hasbro thing and then support third party, but I think you could have, not made a big stink about it,
Right,
and
right.
really the thing to me is like, uninspired things. Like they're like, well, we'll continue with Shattered Glass, which nobody cares about, and we'll continue with XYZ thing no one cares about, and yeah, like, I don't know. It's just, and then like, when people said they wanted it on a different coast or somewhere else that's not California, and then they're like, we did it in Disney World, and it's like, yeah, but nobody wants to go to pay to go to Disney World to stay there so they can go to the convention, Like, what a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I was there. It was.
Matt's like, I was there. Trust me.
You're on a different property, so you can't come in and park at their hotel. You had to take a bus. So you had to park outside, the Disney location. You had to take a bus just to get to the general admission. And just they didn't promote it well. I mean, the general admission went down really, really bad that year. It was a bad location. I mean, it is great for the families, if you want to go to Disney, but most of the people didn't want to do that. They were just general admission. They've already been to Disney 13,000 times.
Right, and if you're like one single person or two people who don't give a crap about Disney, the whole thing is way more expensive than it needs to be as a result.
Oh, yeah. It was. Mm-hmm. Bottle water was like $13. I mean, it was just, it was a bad location. I think the heart was in it, because they want to do the family thing, but I don't think they thought it well through, so it kind of failed. So
I tell you what, Disney would have sold a lot of those giant turkey legs that year. I've been to Disney World once, and yeah, just the people walking around with those fucking things. Jesus Christ.
That's me. That's probably me. I had two. I had double fisted one.
Mm-hmm.
Nom 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 nom.
All right, let's move on to third party. Waterhead baby Hercules images.
I wish Robert was here.
Yeah, me too.
I miss Robert.
Yeah. Hope he'll get better.
I think this thing looks cool. I mean, I have very little complaints about the way it looks. I think it's good, but it's not for me. It's just, So,
Look at that head.
it may be one of the more
head.
interesting things TFC's done recently.
So is this the first for TSC to do something small like this?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they've done anything quite like this before.
No, it says in the article there was something, but I wasn't 100% familiar with it. I want to say it said in the article that this was their second foray into the SD, but I'm not 100%. I can't access the article right now.
I don't see anything, but yeah, I don't know. That's cool. I mean, I don't. I think the other one, the other Hulky, looks a little better. But
but Hulky's not like this, like
Hulky's a whole
this
different
deformed thing.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, but
That's
I
good.
think these just have the vehicle modes and Devastator mode, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, Robert will love this shit.
I still think that Kid's Logic one looks better too, but it's just a figure. Like it doesn't have any transformation
Okay.
of any sort in it. Yeah, but I still think that looks better if you're going for the SD aesthetic. But hey.
Yeah. That looks cool. I mean, the eyes light up. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's a niche thing. I'll probably end up getting one of them to go with my Trypticon and my Fort Max and my little Grimlock and all that stuff I'll be getting. But
How much do you think it is, Greg?
Probably I don't know.
135 probably.
I hope it's not too much because I'll just get that other one for fucking like 80 or whatever it's gonna be.
You can do it for faceplate.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, Waterheads.
It's it's the sort of thing. If you like it, then good. If not, then.
That's what you can say.
I wonder why that they chose to go this route. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm
Yeah, why not start a different? Well, no, they're doing the bottom C-cons. I'd say start a new combiner, but I guess they are starting one.
They got that, and they've got the Lio Kaiser. But yeah,
So,
I don't know. It is a weird, like, all of a sudden to transition into this super deformed thing. Like, did they see the Metroplex and the Trypticon and go, we gotta get in on this market?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, they see where all the smaller ones, all the small ones the legends are doing decent. Maybe they just want to.
They tried to get in on that masterpiece scale market, and they didn't get them very far. So
they're only getting Robert's business on that one.
They got other hats in somewhere, I guess.
All right, we've sold 2 units.
Both by Robert D.
Thanks, Robert D.
All right.
All right, let's move along to 6 Faces of Dorkness. Maketoys, Hellfire, and Wrestle final product images. I actually like that they've done all of these faceplates. I think more companies should go this route.
I agree.
I'm not a fan of all of them by any means, but yeah, I definitely appreciate the options.
Yeah.
God, one looks creepy. The smiling one.
Is
That second one, Jesus Christ, I'm a child molester or what?
He's thinking, I just set that fire and now I get to go put it out.
Yeah.
Is Wrestle still available for pre-order?
I don't know.
I believe so.
'Cause I'm just wondering, based on its quote-unquote exclusivity, if Wrestle's going to be hard to find, because these do look real good, But I don't feel like shelling out the money for them yet. So.
Well, I got in on the Wrestle. I finally said, fuck it. If I get one, If I get one from Maketoys, I'll get this one. But I think the Hellfire's up for pre-order.
Yeah.
So
I got Hellfire pre-ordered elsewhere, but I don't know. We'll see.
Like, I say Wrestle ships next month, so I'll let you guys know as soon as I get it.
Yeah, and I don't want to get both of them because I'm afraid like they'll both ship at like the same time, and like if I don't like them, then I'm stuck with 2 things I don't like, So yeah.
They both look pretty good. I guess was these the one that had clear windows and then they kind of tinted them a little bit now?
I believe so. Yeah.
It actually looks better with the tinted windows.
I agree.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm still not sure whether I want to go in on MMC on these though, or like at least for one. So.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, and I know it's not much of an option, but there's still the KSD one, which like if that ends up being halfway decent, they scale well together. Like I wouldn't mind having Maketoys and a slightly different one for the sake of being different,
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, they got rockers, Bobby.
I see them. The thing for me about the MMC one is that like the torso just looks so long to me.
Really?
Let me pull it up right now. You know, it doesn't. It's not that it's a bad figure overall. It's just that, like, yeah, there's just the space between like the bumper and where the pelvis starts. I feel like
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, it looks silly to me. It looks like this is, I don't mean any disrespect to whoever designed it, right? But it looks like somebody took the bottom part of one figure and then put the top part of another figure on top of it, and this is a custom.
Lenny, he's talking about your woman, man.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I
know.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I don't.
he's
I don't
backtracking
mean,
here.
Just something to see, and like, let me see, like, real quick. I'm gonna look up Studio Ox Inferno because it might be accurate, you know. And then, in which case, hold up, I got it right. Oh no, I thought I did.
I'm not saying the long crotch. I don't know.
No, it's not a long crotch. It's the space between the crotch and the bumper of the vehicle.
So the abdomen
Yes.
area. Yes.
I don't know. That's cool.
Yeah, they got those gun dog feet though. These Maketoys ones. So is everyone okay with that? Because everyone was hating on those gun dog feet.
I like the slippers. I like the slipper, man. Hey, somebody bring up a cartoon when they're in it so we can see the feet.
See, that's how I felt about people in them knee pads, Lenny.
Yeah.
Talk about Galvatron. You better.
Yeah, I know.
What's up?
You're not getting a Christmas card. That's for fucking sure.
Slap in the face.
Fucking with my favorite company and my favorite character here, Bobby.
Uh-oh.
I know. Hold on one
Also
second.
call his sister out, too.
Oh, cartoon image. I want to look at the cartoon image and see if, yeah, it's definitely not like that in the cartoon, and that's what's throwing me off.
All they got to do is make a black version, and they'll get Lenny.
Yeah.
Shit, they can make a
black and purple.
Pink and purple that version, and they got Lenny.
No, I'm talking about any company in general could,
gotcha.
hook Lenny with a black.
No. I'm only in for the black and purple MMC stuff. Not every X-Transbot ain't selling me no black and purple. That's for sure.
So you say. Well, hold on. What about the black and purple women?
Ooh.
Yeah, they're my favorites.
You're in
The
on
one you push
those.
down the stairs?
Yeah. No, well, I got to say, I did just get rid of my Rodimus Prime. So my Nemesis Rodimus Prime, so I'm not in for everything black and purple. Yeah, I swapped it for my Thundercracker.
Nice.
Yeah, you swapped it to the dude from True Romance.
Yep.
Right?
No. That was another guy that was there picking up.
Oh, the guy that dressed like in the 90s still?
Dressler, yeah.
That one is
Yeah, they're both really good guys, though. What I'd say. Shout out to
sure they
Benny and John. Yeah.
Hey, Benny. How you doing, Benny?
Hey, Benny.
Benny and Lenny, really?
Hey,
That's
fam.
awesome.
Well, Matt, you got to remember it's still the 90s in Australia.
Hey, that's true. We all
Even though
see
we're
it.
in
Right.
the future.
Yeah. Living in the future in the 90s.
Kurt Cobain still, he didn't die. Y'all know that, right, Lenny?
I don't care either way.
Okay.
That wasn't very normal.
That wasn't
of you.
very nice. I'm
Matt.
sorry.
Very
I apologize.
Spoiler.
Every time I mention him dying, you always get a little offensive there, Gregor. Do y'all have you like some Nirvana
Kurt
going
Cobain?
on?
You've never mentioned Kurt Cobain before.
I've said it before, and you got a little defensive, too. Before.
Did you?
I said something about him committing suicide because it was a good thing, and I think he got mad.
Whoa.
No,
Well,
I
I'm
don't
just
think that was
kidding.
me.
Never a good thing, Matt.
I'm just
Yeah, I don't think that was me, because I was the one posting those pictures of him holding the shotgun that said spoiler alert. I don't think that would have been me.
That's funny. Spoiler.
Oh, we just lost all of our grunge listeners.
Yeah. What's that third-party news? Damn.
Yeah, that's third party done with. All right. Well, we've got
Party's been
a lot of
sorted,
Hasbro news here for you, Matt.
Fucking fake this
Hey.
month.
Titan returns Blaster Unpainted prototype. You're welcome, Matt.
I haven't looked at this. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I like the blaster.
Blaster. Woo!
Oh,
Hey.
wait.
I would like to draw everyone's attention, if I could, to the description or the article. I want to give Bad Pun shout outs to the guy who wrote it. The unpainted prototype gives a clear look at the relation to the Titan Master and the helmet because the helmet's clear. See what he did there?
I swear to God, when I saw the first picture of the handle on there, I was like, please tell me that moves. If that does not move, I'm so done. I'm so done if that stays there. I'm like, ugh.
Why is
That's his roll bar in case he falls over.
Ugh.
Why
He's
does
got
Blaster have
he's got a
Megatron's
helmet
face?
and a roll bar. Sorry.
What, Justin?
I'm gonna say, why does Blaster have Megatron's face?
Well, because it's a repaint of the
now I have to
Megatron
look at it.
Headmaster.
He does?
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that. Wow. That don't look like Blaster at all. Shit. Damn it, Hasbro. Oh,
No.
hurt my soul every day. Ugh.
And everyone that complains about the chunky forearms on the KFC one, you're welcome from Hasbro.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'll still get it.
You know what? At least it's like G1 related stuff, and it doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, that's true. He did have chunky. Small upper arm and then a huge ass.
I mean, I'm
Four.
not buying it, but you know, if you like it, you like it. That's good. So,
Yeah.
to each
I'm
their
good.
own.
Yeah.
Just not for me.
Are you gonna do Titan Returns Wars reviews, Bobby?
You know, I don't know. I might do like one or two. Like I just had the opportunity to pick up all the Combaticons, minus Onslaught,
Shit.
like all the limbs, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do it.
Swindle's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I did see Swindle at retail the other day. The head
I
sculpt
like
was
him.
okay.
I like him a lot.
Swindle is the most ironic figure, in my opinion. That's what Hasbro does to you every time you buy.
Yeah, he swindles you.
Yeah.
What we got now?
Okay, G1 style Soundwave statue. Yeah, that's what adult collectors want.
Oh yeah, this you can. Oh wait, you can make it move or change parts or something.
Yeah, it's got different hands and stuff too, doesn't it?
What?
Just like what?
No. Like I mean, like it's
Shut
like
the
if you're gonna do a statue, make a goddamn good statue. But like I don't need a statue that I'm like, okay, I can pose the arms and I can swap out his hands, because that's not a fucking statue anymore. It's a lazy ass fucking action figure.
It's a statue from the waist down still.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's still terrible.
Yeah, it is. And this will be expensive too, won't it?
Yeah. It would have been cool if they could have changed out some of the cassettes, like, Laserbeak for Ratbat or something, or Ratbat for Laserbeak. I don't know.
Well, it says, let's see, you get
They half-assed it.
2 right arms, 2 right hands, 2 left arms, a cannon, a blaster, 2 left hands, laser beak wrap. Oh, okay, I see. Frenzy or Rumble, because they don't want to take the stance on which one's which either.
They don't get to that mess.
I thought you could like swap things in and out. I was misreading what they were trying to convey to me here.
So you can't. Yeah.
And it looks like Ravage has got some articulation as well. Wait, both of the two images, the bases are different as well.
Yeah. Somebody, I think it's like. I was listening to another podcast. I apologize.
To who?
You're off the podcast, man. I'm sorry. We can't have people
Traitor.
on other podcasts.
Well, it wasn't a good
Never
podcast.
mind the guy who runs another podcast that's on here. You know.
Oh yeah, the knockoff one. Yeah. Anyway, no, I think it. Somebody thought it maybe be Metroplex or something. I don't know. Like it's a part of Metroplex. I don't know why Soundwave would be on Metroplex, but whatever. Hell, Hasbro. Is this even what is this? Is this a third party? No, it's a Hasbro.
I think it's
I guess
a licensed product, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
good for them.
Hasbro's like, let's go ahead and license our Transformers line. They cannot transform.
Yeah. They can call it Transformers. I don't know. That's probably gonna be $250, probably at least.
Yeah, probably more. Well, it's 18 inches tall, so it's pretty
That's a good size.
hefty. Yeah.
Oh,
All
Age
right.
of X?
Hey, before we move on, you know what else
Yeah,
can do these things where I can kind of get them to point and I can make them have one hand up and the gun on this thing and the laser beak on their shoulder? Masterpiece Soundwave. Fuck needs this? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's move on.
All right.
not getting this,
HeroCross
Justin.
makes stuff like Age of Extinction Hybrid Metal Optimus.
Yes.
What is this?
Every time I see Age of Extinction, I get a fucking hard on.
I got super excited because I heard Hybrid and Optimus, and I was like, yeah, that's a good little Optimus. And then I was like, oh, not the right Optimus.
This looks shiny.
Are these is this the company that did the Iron Man, the one that floats above the base? Like very similar thing going on. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, probably.
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't know the company.
All right.
Does that say $9.98? That's $1,000? No.
Yen.
Oh, yen. Okay. I thought, I'm like, damn. That's Robert
So,
D money right here.
So $100. About, give or take.
People really like this Optimus that much that you need like a little $100 super deformed collectible on your shelf. I guess so.
Nice. I
Matt
like
needs it. Yeah, he likes
I
it.
need it I need it for work, actually. I'm not happy that I know we're talking about Hasbro, but I'm not getting input from Bobby or Greg, so I'm getting hurt.
Yeah,
right now.
because
I really am.
look, I gotta be honest with you. All this stuff looks like shit. Okay, so the Soundwave one looks fine. I think it looks great, but like there's certain things about this that really piss me off too. Like why the fuck? Like if this was going to be retailing in an American market, why the fuck would they choose the red one over the blue one?
I don't know, but
it's fucking stupid. It's just stupid decision after stupid decision.
Oh, you're talking about Rumble. Gotcha.
Yeah, why wouldn't they use Rumble? Exactly.
Alright. No, well, they
Why,
did.
why wouldn't they just make them kind of purplish in color, and then really nail it?
you know, I like this. According, all right, so this image, this statue mimics the cartoon more so than the toy. And in the cartoon, this character's name was Frenzy, who was in a handful of episodes.
I can't even think of any that he was in. I mean,
so
early on they was.
So why not use the character that is more related to the aesthetic that they're choosing to go with?
Or why not just make him like purplish in color, and then it's really slavish to the cartoon.
Right.
Because fuck you, Bobby.
You know, I don't get it.
Well, I just want to get a rise out of you.
This is a Japanese company, right? It's making it.
Yeah, probably. More than likely.
Well, they're just showing you Rumble Dread.
Except, unless they reanimated all the cells, like, forget the name, okay? Throw the name out of it.
Purple
for the sake of argument, I'll even say that Rumble is red.
Well, you'd be
Heard
wrong.
it here first. Heard it here first.
You'd be wrong, Bobby. But
I agree with you, Greg. I agree with you. But just for the sake of argument, let's say that they still should have chosen the bluish purplish one because that's the one that's more dominant in the cartoon. And they didn't choose Buzzsaw. Why choose Laserbeak? Well, because Laserbeak is more known to be with Soundwave. The same way that the bluish purplish one is more known to be with Soundwave. Like I feel like it's a lot of those sorts of like careless, like thoughtless decisions that come out of this type of shit.
By the way, I'm not making this part of the previous chapter. We've moved on. It's fine.
Well, I'll tell you what, Justin. Whoever skipped, like, oh fuck this, I'm just gonna skip right to fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Whoever, listen, I love everyone that listens to the show. But with that being said, if you were like, I'm gonna listen to this podcast only to get to the AOE hybrid Metal Optimus, fuck you.
Wow.
You know what pisses me off about this thing?
Please
say it.
Statue. Please say it.
Which thing? Which thing? Just for clarification.
The statue.
Which
statue?
Which statue?
Soundwave statue.
Okay.
Statues are for DC fanboys and fucking Dragon fans.
Damn.
Not for Transformers fans.
Dragon fans. I like it.
People that like burn incense and hang up knives on the wall. They like statues.
Wait. I got a lot of knives hanging up on my wall.
Yeah, but that's your murder room. That room is that wall
true.
is hidden behind your fucking closet.
That's true. Nobody goes in there.
You have a broadsword anyway, Matthew?
Yes, on my mental, yes. I have a couple swords.
Yes.
America,
So
South.
good. So good.
All right, we can move on. Sorry, I just want to get a little rise out of Bobby.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, this is one of those things where, like, because I think this is cool. Like, I don't need it to articulate. I'm with Justin there. Like, just go the full distance and make a good-looking statue. You know what I mean? I'm totally on board with that. But if this is the way that they're gonna go, at least fucking make it relevant. This is dumb.
Yeah, it is.
I
That's
agree.
gonna be expensive, dumb.
Going with the Frenzy Rumble thing, I'm real surprised no official or knockoff company has taken, like, even just taken the masterpiece Frenzy and Rumble and made, like, a purplish one. You know, like, does that surprise you that
purple,
nobody's...
don't you?
I don't really care. Like, I'm happy with putting a blue and a red one and saying Frenzy Rumble, Rumble Frenzy, whatever.
I am
But
too.
I'm really surprised nobody's done it yet. Like, I feel like that's something that some people be like, yes, finally, animation accurate, Rumble.
Yeah.
Well, Keith probably listens to
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
show.
say, talk to Keith.
You just gave him an idea.
They're probably, and it'll be shit, but, whatever.
Winner.
Well, you've got to buy the last 3 KFC figures over again to get them.
Probably, it'll be like...
3-part kit.
Yep.
You get the arms, you get the body, and you get the legs, depending on which figure you buy.
It'll be a green version of Blaster or something like that, and they're like, this is animation error Blaster. I don't know.
Animation error. That's that one part where he's in the background and he's green.
It'll be Chinese New Year Blaster. He'll just be all red, and the chest will be just a star, like a gold
Blaster.
star.
Year of the Platypus, Blaster.
Oh, there needs to be a Year of the Platypus.
Well, I would so buy everything. It was Year
What
of
if
the
K-
Platypus.
What if some shitty company like KFC did that? They did like a knockoff year, like Chinese Zodiac Year of the Hound,
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Year of the Serpent,
Year of the Hippopotamus. Just for shits
Year
and
of the
giggles.
Sparrow, Year of the Sparrow,
Dairy Con
Omega
could do
Supreme.
something. Dairy Con could do that. Year of the Hippopotamus or Platypus.
How do you say that word?
Hippopotamus?
Okay. Because I kept hearing Hip-toe-potimus, like, whatever.
You may I probably stuttered a little bit, but thanks for pointing that out, Justin.
It's fine. It's the show title now.
Damn. Why is it when my show titles I always fuck up? No, I'm just kidding. Let's go to Kids Logic.
Matt, the reason you are the show title is because you say the most gems. That's all.
Yes.
Take that as a compliment, not a...
I am half retarded.
All right, getting things back on track. Following on from the Age of Extinction hybrid metal Optimus, Kids Logic do it better though. We have.
I like their little Constructicons.
Yeah.
I'm
That
not
Bone-
getting any of these, but I like it.
I like Starscream. Starscream was good. Bumblebee gets fucked up.
These Kids Logic figures are awesome. Like, they're a good balance of all the little shit I like in these, like, little... I mean, these aren't vinyl, but, like, the Pops and, like, the Super Deformed and all that. The only thing is the price tag on them is, like... I mean, these things run, like, $70, $80 a piece, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Well, they've got die-cast and, like, LED and all that kind of shit.
I say that wrong.
And
There's
they're
a
all
Starscream.
painted.
Devastator's apparently plugged into the wall because he's got some kind of wire running somewhere.
Now, I might be wrong, but I remember they were kind of pricey.
They
There's
were like
knockoffs
$130.
of them.
Yeah,
There's knockoffs of them that people have that they say they like that run a lot cheaper. But if I'm going to buy something like this, I don't want to buy, I don't want to buy the real thing.
Yeah.
It's not like a fucking Masterpiece Grimlock or anything.
Their Devastator is 150, Megatron is 75, Starscream is 125, same thing for Bumblebee.
Wow.
Why is Starscream 120? Because he has Megatron with him?
No
Because
clue.
he's better. Because he's
True.
better than Bumblebee.
Is it
That is
Starscream,
true.
Matt?
Yeah, it is, and I'm going to get it.
I gotta say, all the Seekers look pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
They look
They're
pretty
cool.
badass. I like Skywalker.
Oh, wow.
I like his face.
Shockwave down the bottom too, he looks good.
How come Scrapper has the, is it Scrapper? No, it's, damn, what's his name? Scavenger? No. Why does Scavenger have blue eyes? Did he have blue eyes?
Sometimes.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes. No, I don't know.
He does have blue eyes. Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Blue-eyed bandit.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Like, the thing is like, whether he had it or not, like,
He's not
Wow.
known for it.
it distracts from the whole set. Like, why not just
I
make it
know.
all red? Nobody
I'm with
would
you.
question it.
I agree.
Damn it. What is wrong with y'all, man? Shit. You have one job to do, the eyes. And motherfucking eyes.
Eyes. God damn.
I
They
know
ran
somebody-
out of red LEDs that day.
I'm like, oh no.
Will do.
Somebody looked at the picture
Shit.
like, nobody will notice. They're Transformer fans. Nobody cares.
Who's screwed the pooch on these eyes?
Oh no! Damn it!
Come on.
Goddamn, how did I look up scavenger? Not scrapper.
Robert,
Was it scrapper or scavenger?
Scavenger.
Oh yeah, scavenger's got red eyes like a motherfucker. I'm looking at him right now.
Got red eyes like
It's like,
So then it really is the plastic thing. Like, we ran out. Sorry.
could it be another one that has blue eyes too? The one behind Mixmaster?
It kind of looks that way.
Oh god!
Oh, and they're both the arms.
Of course they are. I can't defend
So
this
the
shit.
arms have blue eyes because you see the blue light shining through the. I bet you that's why. The blue light is shining in through the windows.
So do these little guys actually transform somewhat to make Devastator?
I'm
Do we
guessing.
know that?
No, Devastator's a separate unit,
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
and I'm not pulling
So you buy
everybody
the-
copy Bobby.
Each individual
Like
piece.
it's a separate. Yeah. The individual Constructicons are sold separately, I think, and then the Devastator is like a massive one.
Yeah. That's what I was assuming. I can't find any pre-orders for the rest of them, which is the only reason I was kind of wondering. So,
That's a money grab right there.
In the comic, Scavenger has blue eyes. So yeah, you got me. I don't know, maybe
They're pretty.
they
blue
should
eyes.
do a gimmick like that little Waterhead baby Grimlock, where you can change the eye color to blue. Or did you guys see that video? Or have you seen that thing? That thing's awesome. You can switch the eyes to blue to red, or you can give them 3D glasses. You can give them half blue, half red. Like, I don't even know why I like that shit, but just the fact that it's there, like, that's fucking cool. And apparently it's just a chunk of die cast with plastic hanging off of it, so. I love that little shit. But I don't know if I'm going to pay that much for one of these. Doesn't
You
he
will.
transform? Yeah, I'll get the Devastator.
There's a pre-order up for the set of 6 Constructicons, $89.
For all 6 of them?
It's
Yep.
not bad.
So they must
Are you
be smaller than the Starscream and the Megatron and stuff.
For all? Are you sure it's for all 6?
Yep.
Huh. Oh,
Really?
well. Yeah.
Then he can read sometimes.
Final price.
Well, no.
He's Australian, but whatever.
Box of 6 includes lists all of the Constructicons. They're about 9 centimeters tall, so maybe the Starscream and the Seekers are bigger.
What's that in American?
They're always big guy.
That is American. That's on Chingmama.
It's-
That's in American.
It's not inches, though. That's American.
Oh,
I want fractions of an inch. I don't want to have to
Yeah.
get my fucking ruler and my compass and my fucking protractor and shit.
wait, it's like 3 inches or something.
I don't need my
3.5
sextant to measure a transformer. Oh yeah, that's tiny. Yeah, that's tinier. The other ones, I think they run usually about 7 inches.
Right.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
That'll be right.
Yeah, I might get them. They'll look good in my office. I have a little shit like that in my office.
Just bite on it, man. Just bite. Just nibble.
Man, this
And
Wii
the
U
last
controller ain't
piece.
nothing to fuck with.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry, I just picked this goddamn thing up. It's like a
gonna
Game
bring it to
Gear.
you.
It's like a Game Gear. It's
well, I love
awesome.
it. I love Game Gear. Classic.
X
Good
gonna
job,
bring
Rick.
it to you.
I saw this meme. It was like a kid, like 2 kids racing or
LeMayo.
something, or talking shit about which game is better, and one had a Game Gear and one had a Game Boy, and like they both turn it on and like press play, but like the Game Gear kids' batteries run out before the thing even turns completely on. Like I remember that I had a Game Gear, that bitch ran out of batteries left and right.
Yeah. Oh man, Fancy Bobby had color. The rest of it said yellow and gray.
Yeah, well, I had that. I had the Game Boy for a long time. My dad actually ended up commandeering
both.
the Game Gear because of the game Columns. He was a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
It's right up his alley.
Mm-hmm.
What game?
It was a game called Columns. It
I
was
know
like
Columns,
Their version,
yeah.
It was like their version of Tetris.
Oh, gotcha.
I love columns.
It was KO Tetris.
Oh,
very,
really?
very. Yeah, it was kind of more like a Bejeweled, wasn't it?
Yep, sort of, somewhat.
Love some Bejeweled.
I liked columns. That was a good game.
It was about taking chaos and putting it in order, putting everything in its little place and cleaning everything up. It was a Skullface family classic.
That sounds like Skullface family fun to me. Should have seen what I had Jaina do all day. Oh my
It's
God.
called Clean Your House.
Yep.
It's coming out for the Xbox
Oh, was
None.
it cleanup? Was it cleanup day?
Oh, it was a quick
They
side
get nuggets?
tangent. Like Jada's, she's a good kid, but like we've been having a little bit of trouble here recently with listening, and taking what she listens to heart.
Selective listening.
So like I've been telling, like she likes to, like her and her sister will play rough every now and then, and I'll be like, look, like I'm telling you, I don't want to see it. You shouldn't do it, and somebody's gonna get hurt. And today she hurt her, and I think that she popped something out of place and it popped back in.
Damn.
Yeah, so I went over there, like they were wrestling, and like one of them fell off the couch or something, and like I heard the legit cry, like it's totally a different type of cry, and I was like, fuck, I was like, here we go, there goes the day, we're gonna be at the fucking emergency room, we're gonna be casted like Christmas, like, you know what I mean, with all this bullshit.
Protective Services is going to show up because it's your second visit in like a month.
Second, yeah. Like the third, fourth overall. So like, you know, like I was upset. I was very, very, very upset. And anyway, I was manipulating her arm, and as I manipulated her arm, at a certain point, she just started using it again. So we had some technical difficulties, but we're back to finish the story. Like, so my oldest felt really guilty. My youngest is okay, but I made my oldest clean the fuck out of this house today, like from top to bottom. Like she worked from noon till about 5:15 when it was time for dinner.
Like them KFC workers, right?
And at this point, I don't know why I told that story, but she definitely learned something today. But anyway, so we have a special guest with us for about 4 minutes.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Keith from KFC.
Hey!
Why have you been talking shit about all my toys? Ho, ho, ho. And I heard one of my workers away for 5 hours today. Ho, 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 ho.
Shouldn't you be back at the factory helping the little kids?
Haven't you noticed that Tyrant's hands look a lot like the other KFC hands? Ho, 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 ho.
What are you trying to
They
say,
don't look anything like the other KFC hands, but hey, you know.
What are you trying to say?
Whatever they're Santa Keith.
Are you gonna bring me another blaster, the proper one?
Just kidding, it's Rob D. How you doing, guys? I just jumped in really quick. How you doing? I've actually been
Rob
on
D
for like...
for the block.
I'm Jimmy on the block.
As luck would have it, I was available while we had the outage, so we've just been talking Star Wars and stuff. You know, it's funny. A lot of I get PM by people. They enjoy when we digress to Star Wars.
Oh, I'm ready. Like I'm ready.
Yeah.
Anytime you guys want to do a Shattered Empire cast,
Well,
I've been trying to get one. I've been talking about it for what now? 9 months.
Lenny, if you want to record it, Justin said he's out.
Yeah,
He said
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm up for that shit.
Well, I'll talk about it. I just don't want to deal with all the editing.
Oh, okay.
Just even enjoy the sides. Just the asides, even. You know, people like it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm glad I can get on for a minute, and I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and everybody be safe. And I appreciate all of you. And Merry
I love
Christmas,
you, Robert.
Same to you.
Merry Christmas, Robert.
Happy
Bye,
Christmas.
Robert.
Stay safe.
Happy holidays.
You too.
Okay, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas, Robert.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that
Adios.
PC shit.
Ho ho ho.
Bye, Robert.
Somebody hang up on him.
You know, speaking of that PC stuff, real quick, like,
Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry, but like, I'm not a Jewish person. I wasn't raised with Jewish tradition. I wasn't really raised in Christian tradition.
You're not Jewish?
It's funny he didn't look Jewish.
Spend money like it.
Greg, or do I?
Or do you? Sometimes.
And then with I didn't celebrate Kwanzaa. I didn't celebrate any other sort of holiday season, winter solstice, none of that shit. But if someone were to wish me a happy Hanukkah, I would say thank you. I wouldn't give a shit.
I don't know. That was fit. Oh, you're offending me. Shut up. Go
I
back.
would be like, I'd be like, same to you. You know, I would assume that person was Jewish, and I would want them to have a happy Hanukkah as well.
You have a good day.
I want those who celebrate Hanukkah to have a happy one.
Good day, sir.
You know, I wouldn't be all upset if somebody wanted to write Happy Hanukkah on my coffee cup. I'm okay with that too.
Next to Hell Hasbro.
Next to Hail Hasbro. I'd actually have a bigger problem if they wrote Hail Hasbro. I was actually I was at the post office, unless they were writing it ironically, of course, in which case.
You made another fan.
No. But I hope not. This old woman. But she saw me walking up and was like, "Hell, Hasbro," and I was like, "Yeah."
Yes.
Yeah, that felt bad.
And she was like, this is what she said, "I don't get it," and I said, "I know," and I just gave her my boxes.
She gave her a thumbs up. All right.
Anyway.
I think the only one
All right,
left
hey,
is Masterpiece.
Just real quick. I had a brilliant idea in that last, that transition back. So this happens, every 4 episodes we have the internet problem. For whatever reason, it just happens. So if we're in the middle of a story, especially a story involving, kids or work, can we come back with a Choose Your Own Adventure?
Yes.
Where we have it marked, Justin can mark it, each one as a chapter, and you could pick 1, 2, or 3. And you could go into, we could record each version of the ending.
That would be
awesome.
I think that would be cool.
Choose your path.
Choose
your path.
One of them is always who's ever telling the story ends up becoming a great wizard and rides atop the mighty tide.
Never in story.
One of them always has to be, and then she died.
Yeah. But we got to switch it up. So
and the funeral is next Thursday.
Let's get back on track. We have one more piece of Hasbro news.
Right.
Well, Takara.
Listen to Lenny here.
I know. You hear him?
Well, we've still got to get back to Star Wars. So
Lenny's got 30 virgins in his basement, and they're getting any younger.
Always. Masterpiece Optimus Primal render.
Yes.
I don't think this looks very good.
Nor do I.
No.
Oh,
Whatever.
come on.
God dang, look at that thing. Man, that's awesome.
It's Optimus Primal. It's going to look like it looks.
Right.
Not Truck Monkey.
But see, that's the problem. I don't think it looks any better than the original one.
Well, it's just a render.
It's faces falling off the toy in gorilla mode.
What's
The
How's
robot
his face
mode
falling off?
It's
just a render.
It's a render, Justin.
looks terrible. I can't do it. No.
I don't
Render.
It looks like shit. It looks like shit.
It's Render's Run. It's Render's Run. Come on. It's Render's game. Sorry, fuck. I fucked that.
Yeah, and as a
Let's
render,
call
I would
both up.
expect it to look better than this.
I didn't think that I would like it.
Yeah.
And I was right. But I mean,
I can't wait for this to come out with a hater edition. where it's like you get Optimus Primal and then you get like a free black MP10.
It looks accurate, but
Damn.
his hairline is a little fucked up though.
He does got the hair that starts in the back.
How would you know? You haven't watched Beast Wars.
I haven't watched
Yeah.
Beast Wars.
What do you know about this?
But even if it was accurate, I still would say it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Beast Wars are the reason why Transformers are around, man.
I think this looks cheap.
You look cheap.
It's a render.
It's a render.
It's not the first render.
Are you super excited about this, Matt?
Yes, I am. I love Beast Wars. I'm excited. I hope they do more.
I'm happy for
Wait,
it.
let me Star Wars it. Let me see if I can Star Wars it. Hold on.
Yes.
What's a render? Hold on, let me pull my mask off.
It's still a render. Let me attack this with my lightsaber.
I'm gonna go cut myself.
Was that Force
He does
Awakens
cut
enough
himself.
for you?
Hey, real
Probably
quick.
does.
He got cut by a fucking guy that never used a lightsaber before in his life. What a puss.
I saw this before we make this a Star Wars show. I saw this meme say it was a guy, like it was like 6 months before Force Awakens comes out, and like he's watching the teaser trailer, and he's like, why would he have a broadsword as a lightsaber? It's not functional. And then it cuts to like Finn's shoulder getting burned by the broadsword part, and he's like, it's super functional.
I'm in on this, whatever the Primal. I can't wait. So.
Yeah, me too. I just want to have something different than just G1 MPs.
Yeah, no.
I just like the idea they're doing different things.
Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they start doing other lines, Armada. There's a couple,
Yeah, let's not get fucking crazy, Matt.
I'm with you, Matt. I'm totally with you.
I hope that because it will.
Bobby.
Okay, I know Bobby's being a smartass, but
no, I'm being 100% honest. I am.
It will appeal to other collectors. I mean, there's people that started with Armada, started with Energon and everything.
Hey,
so,
amen, Matt.
because I mean, we're going to get everything. With the third party coming out, we're going to get all the MPs for all the G1 stuff. I think eventually, at least the main characters. I know that. So, it'd be cool just to go, venture out. If it don't work, it doesn't work. At least they tried.
Dude, I hope they do what is it, Cheetor?
Cheetola and Rat Trap.
You know what I love about this? I love the fact that nobody can fucking complete a goddamn line. Like, this pisses me off.
They will, Justin. Gosh,
no,
give it time.
They probably won't. They won't, Matt.
No, they probably won't.
Give it time, Justin.
Oh, Takara just ruined Justin's
It's a great
Christmas.
time to be a collector, man. You know it is.
Well, actually, going off of what Justin said, this was what I was going to say a little earlier, too. I like reading some of the comments I've seen, like, in relation to this, like, on Facebook, because there was a guy, like, I really want to get this, but, like, I know this isn't going to sell well, and then I'm not going to get any other Masterpiece Beast Wars figures to go with it, so I'm not going to bother. And I'm like, wouldn't this make you... I was like, wouldn't this make you want to buy it more? Like, shouldn't you buy this? And he's like, no. Now, when they shot me with Force Lightning, and he was like, you need to start a Star Wars podcast.
What did you say, Bobby?
I said you may be part of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you not buy it to support it? I mean, you buy a Mountain Dew and beef jerky, by the pound.
And I feel like it's even if like if they never did another Beast Wars figure, if you love Beast Wars, it's good.
Yeah, why would you not want him?
Standalone anyway.
Yeah,
I've got the one Beast Wars masterpiece they ever made.
Exactly.
I think they're going to make more Beast. I mean, if Takara don't make them, I'm sure somebody in third party is going to venture out and make some.
I hope so.
Shut up, Bobby.
I do. Why can't I'm telling you that Matt.
I hope they do.
Matt, I feel like we're growing apart.
Hey, friendship is neato.
I'm telling you, I wish that they would. I would love for more third party, and especially Takara Masterpiece these days.
I will get you one. I'll get you one at TFCon. I swear to God.
Plunge their big toe all the way into Beast Wars.
I do too, because then I can get out of this game.
It would save me a shit ton of money.
I'm gonna give y'all some friendship is neato.
I tell you, I've had like the last like 4 figures I've looked at have all been really good figures. I gotta say, like I have ended 2015 on a positive note.
That Blur looks fucking sweet.
Yeah, Blur is fucking awesome. Stomp is awesome. And the 2 MMC releases are both awesome. So
yeah, they are.
I'm good.
Halo MMC.
I was hoping that another Insecticon will come out, but no, I don't think it's gonna make it.
Nope.
But, oh well. So
it's funny, man. Like I've always got like I got like a few guys that are like heavy into the group buy thing, and they're always like reaching out to me like, hey man, do you want to get this? Do you want to get that? And like some of the stuff I'm like, yeah, I want to get it, dude. But like a lot of times on the group buy stuff, like these third party companies are trying to satisfy the big retailers first in order to keep the money flowing. So I'm like, look, man, I'd love to work with you, but like some of this shit I need for review purposes, I need to get out quick in order to kind of compete. And then of course, like, the Unique Toys Blur is like not mine, so I had to send it back to Pinkerton. Shout out to Pinkerton, good dude. But like,
hey Pinkerton.
So like, of course now I'm trying to hit up everybody in those group buys to see if they're getting, and like nobody's fucking getting them. Like,
really?
Yeah. Maybe Unique Toys is a difficult company to work with in that regard. But like,
who you do group? I mean, I know Tyler. He does one with the shout out to the Vegas crew. They do a bunch of group buys.
I don't know how many people want their names out there, but like there's a guy in Wisconsin. That guy listens to the show. Shout out to him. He knows who he is. There's a guy in California. I think he listens to the show. Shout out to him. He knows.
Shout out to everybody.
And I love those guys. And every time we talk, we have a good rapport. And I know they're trying to look out for me and do me a solid, and I appreciate it. But this is just like the one time where I was like, fuck, like this would be perfect. And then like, nope, not getting them. Damn it.
It looks good though. I'll go on a group buy if you want to. I'll go on a group buy if you want to. Shit.
And get the Blur. I'm up for it if it's possible.
Let's do Shattered Cast group buys. Fuck it.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yep.
Let's just start our own fucking toy store and just stop the fucking bullshit.
I'm up for that too.
Let's start a podcast.
Hey,
we should start a Star Wars podcast.
Hey, we could start our third party toy store to sponsor our Star Wars podcast.
Let's do that.
I'm down. We have one last minute bit of news. I think this one's for you, Deluxe. There's a KO Utopia coming out.
You're not clear.
I don't know how big it's going to be or how complex.
Oh, did you, Greg? Did you get the link? I think you were asking for the link.
Yeah, I asked for the link, and then I got caught up in Star Wars. Also, the weather just got super bad here, so if I cut out, I'm dead. just so you know, like it's like tornado like style weather outside. So yeah.
What is this, Lenny? Now?
Someone is. I think it's the same company that's doing the Feral Rex, possibly are doing a Utopia.
I loved your post, Lenny. I said,
so it could be oversized. And what post?
When you said, or you said you didn't post, but you commented and said, "Thank you for taking away from my favorite company." And
I went along with that guy for a while just to get him in, and then.
Oh, you got him. You snagged him.
Yeah.
I wish the company that did the fucking Grimlock would do an oversized KO Utopia. It'd be solid as fuck, better painted, and size of my house.
The
Fuck Star Toys.
What was the shit? Oh, we do have some questions though. We have a shit ton of questions actually.
Yeah, I've reached out to everybody who wants some.
Let me because I got this one in my email and I don't want to forget it. This individual is. Do you mind if I throw this question out, Lenny?
Not at all. Go.
Okay. This one I got through email. Like this person is a lady. Is not a lady of the night, but she's certainly a lady of mystery. And she writes me every now and then, and it's always super insightful stuff and like super like she'll have like video suggestions, she'll have podcast discussion suggestions and stuff. And one time I wrote back and I was like, look, I just want to thank you, sir, for all this shit. And that person wrote back and was like, I'm not a sir. And I was like, well, madam.
Hey.
Does she take pictures with her tits all pressed together with a transformer?
Because
that's the only way you get my attention.
One can hope, but she has yet to send me any of those pictures. But she has my email, so I'm wide open. But
yeah, you are.
She's
giggity.
Would. But she's I always enjoy hearing from her. I'm gonna call her capital M, and she'll know who she is. So she wrote, do you think the Transformers franchise will ever be taken as seriously as the Star Wars franchise? If not, why? Also, what do you think it would take for it to be held in such esteem?
Licks of paint. That's the answer right there. Licks of paint.
Matt, you know the way into my heart.
I know. I trust.
Well, so we have to establish. We have to establish the Church of Unicron, I guess, since being a Jedi is now an established religion.
Yes, true. That's true. I think that, like, so here's the thing, like, I don't think that it will ever be held in such high esteem. Damn it. And the reason why I say that is this, like, and I'm not the first person to say this is not insightful knowledge for me. This is like, like common pop culture knowledge, right? Like, Star Wars is just one of those fucking things. Like, it's not like a new story. It's the same old story that we've been fucking telling since we were drawing on caves. And it's like, it's just that it was like a super optimistic story of a version of a classic story, and it came along at a time in this country where everybody was fucking doom and gloom. Like, everything was Apocalypse Now and fucking Clockwork Orange and shit like that, and like all of a sudden Star Wars came, and it was Watergate was kind of going on, like, and it was just like the breath of fresh air that everybody kind of needed. It was the right movie at the right time. It struck the right chord with people, and like to be fair, I'm not sure that it's ever done that again. It's just kind of been, even to say that Empire is a better film, which I do think it is, it didn't strike that same chord. It struck a chord with fans, which is something different.
Would you say that Star Wars was the Beast Wars of its time?
I think that, okay, I know, me and Bobby's going back and forth about this. I know Transformers is not as big. It is big, and I think it will be, and it will hold its place in time. I think it's going to be around for a while, for a good bit longer time, and I'm glad. I think maybe if the movies get a reboot and a good director or producer does it, I think it's going to help a lot more. Right. But I think, with Transformers, they've been around for 30 plus years, because kids love, just big vehicles transforming into stuff, So it may not be as big as Star Wars, but it is big.
Right? No. But that's not the question. We all know that it's.
No, I know that, but I'm putting my trend.
It's got 30 years. It's obviously no slouch in terms of franchise, but I just don't think like that cultural chord that Star Wars struck, like. Not a whole lot of other franchises have struck that same chord, and Transformers is one that has not. Like it's just
Star Trek. It's
just one of them freak things. Star Trek is another one, but like
it hit at the right time.
Star Trek hit at the right time. Like it was like all the shit about like social injustice and racial inequalities and stuff like that. Like Star Trek was tackling, and it was tackling at the right time. It was like a progressive type show for its time. Back when being a liberal actually meant something. But like, and now it's like even like Force Awakens, like time is gonna tell. But like I'm not sure if Force Awakens is gonna be looked back on the same way. Like when Episode 4 came out, like motherfuckers were lined up around the block to see that bitch, like for days. Do
you think if Transformers got a new director, like if they scrapped everything Michael Bay did and started a new way, do you think it would be hyped up as much as? Not Force Awakens, but do you think it would be hyped up as much as Star Wars?
No. All right, so first of all, let's look at Force Awakens just from a business standpoint. Disney just spent $4 billion to get this franchise, right? So, like, to Disney, like, Disney's got to make that money back. Like, that's number one priority. And Force Awakens is estimated to rake in $2 billion on ticket sales alone.
Right, yeah.
So, that's half of their investment straight away. That doesn't include the fucking figures and the fucking statues and the t-shirts and the toothpaste and the yogurt and all this shit. Like
and the comic books
and the novels and the soundtracks and the all this like huge push that comes behind Star Wars. So like they're gonna make their money back. I like easily by the end of Episode 8, if not before. And then everything on top of that is just fucking.
Well, that's why they don't give Transformers that much love. I mean, do you think that
because Transformers would never have that kind of marketing push behind it because it's not.
Well, what if Disney bought? Because
it's not $4 billion in the hole. And if Disney got it, like if Disney bought out Hasbro, which I think is a fucking possibility. Like I don't think that's outside.
Will Transformers get as much love as Star Wars would?
Probably not, because the price would be probably lower, and so the payoff, like the money that they would put into marketing, it would be bigger because Disney's a bigger company than Hasbro. You know what I mean? So like the marketing push would be bigger than we've ever seen before. Would it be as big as Star Wars? I don't know.
I wish Hasbro would put, like I was looking at when I had a little meetup here in Arkansas, and I was looking at the little legends, and I think you've said it before. If Hasbro would put as much love, like the new Chop Shop, there is some good paint on that, and they're really nice. If they would put that into their deluxes or their later class, oh my God, they'd be a step above what they're doing now, because they show so much love for those little legends.
One of the
so much licks of paint.
One of the things that I think Hasbro could learn from Disney, just that like Disney seems like, and I mean, time is going to tell, right? But like as far as like Disney owns Marvel, Disney owns Lucasfilm, but what they seem like they're doing is they're saying, okay, we're putting you in charge of Marvel, and we're putting you in charge of Lucasfilm. Do what you want. Don't fuck it up. And like as a result of that, they have people that really care about this shit that are making these projects that are performing well. Like now, if Disney came in and was like, you know what, fuck all this, scrap everything. We need one princess. We need one evil guy, and the evil guy needs to have like a cat or a parrot or something like that to be like his friend. They would run all those franchises into the ground. But it seems like they're being pretty respectful. Like, I think if Hasbro took that same sort of approach, like we talk about, like, these designers that work for Hasbro, like, they must love this shit. Like, if they stepped in and were like, look, you guys love this shit. Oh, Alvarez, you know what I mean? Alvarez obviously loved the franchise, and just said, look, Aaron Archer, Alvarez, it's your show. Just do what you want. Like, we don't care about money. We don't care about odds and ends. We'll work that shit out. Make it happen. I think that they would crank out a better product, but they're not that way. They're counting every little thing. Real quick, I don't want to fucking take this whole conversation, but like, I talked to someone that works for Hasbro 2 weeks ago, and this person's pretty cool, super cool, And they told me the reason why we're seeing the love go into the Star Wars Black Series and not into the Marvel Legends, even though they're at the same price point and they're the same, articulation and all that shit. But the reason why the Star Wars shit is getting more unique sculpts and more paint and all that kind of stuff is because for every one Spider-Man that they're making 30 Darth Vaders. So the return on their investment is still larger. I just thought that was an interesting bit of information.
We got to answer this guy. Jonathan Wayne Davis, he's the one, and he, drew the
Did you from Corn?
Before, is there anything else that we want to say about this
topic?
I'm
sorry. I just need to answer this question.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely, that dude's awesome. But, is there anything else that we want to say about this? Is there anything that anyone thinks could be done to make Transformers as big as say, a Star Wars franchise?
Fantastic story.
I agree.
Yeah, I think, like I said, a reboot of the movies would help a lot, I think.
I think if a reboot of the movies is going to happen, though, we need to just maybe wait 5 or 6 or 7 years and just forget about the Marvel Bay stuff and then reboot it. Don't do what they're doing with Spider-Man and fucking do 3 reboots in 5 years.
Yeah, well, they were just trying to hold on to the last. That's the only reason why they did that shit. I wouldn't want to see that. Next year I wouldn't want to see a whole new reboot.
Yeah.
It would suck to have to wait 5 years, but if it brings out a great product, so be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but make the fans wait and then deliver with something really amazing, and then
Star Wars
you're
been waiting.
fucking...
How long Star Wars waited?
About 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, the good ones are 32 years.
Well, that's relative, but the I think that the key thing, like Justin said, is a good story and good character.
Character development.
Yeah, if you get these fanboys to buy into a character, some of this shit, motherfuckers were showing up in movie theaters dressed up like Kylo Ren. I'm like, motherfucker, he could be an asshole.
He kind of was.
But you know what I mean? He could be Jar Jar.
Gross.
You know what I'm saying? And now you got a costume based off of it. It's that guy in Fanboys, Seth Rogen, where he's like, check this shit out, man. He takes off his shirt and he's got Jar Jar and baby Anakin tattooed on his back.
Damn.
And he's like, fucking Jar Jar Binks, this guy's gonna be the shit.
Shit. The Transformers, when the second one came in, Sideswap and all them were there, how'd they get there? Nobody knows how they got there, and nobody knows what they were doing there.
What I'm saying is that people have so much faith in the Star Wars franchise that they're just don't care. It's going to be cool regardless. I don't think that people had that same kind of faith in, even the Dinobots. People, I think started kind of rallying behind the Bay Dinobots. I know I was one. I was like, all right, let's see how this turns out. And then you're like, oh, okay, it's just more of the same. And actually, these are more useless than usual.
Yeah, so is Kylo Ren. So
and the thing is and I hate to go back to G1 and kind of throw that out there, but Optimus is an iconic character, super iconic. There's, I would say there's not many people probably don't recognize him.
Absolutely.
But it's squandered by the products that come out, and then you see this bastardization of a character. And then, consequently, it doesn't keep the momentum.
Yep. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And, that's something I've discussed on the show before, and gotten blasted for it. But, there's something about keeping that shit familiar, And I feel like Transformers is known for change, pun intended.
When you preface your argument with "fuck Beast Wars," and then you start talking about keeping that shit familiar, you're gonna get a little bit of backlash.
Well, what I'm saying is that that's a prime example. I'm 2 for 2 right now.
That's just prime.
So Justin was just saying, Optimus Primal is a super iconic character. Optimus Primal, not.
Nope.
Come
He's
on, man.
not.
He is to the kids that grew up with him.
Yeah, I mean, not to G1 Optimus Prime because of us.
I could take a picture of Optimus Prime to my mother-in-law and be like, who is this? And she's going to say Optimus Prime. I could take the RID Optimus Prime to my mother-in-law, and she's going to say Optimus Prime.
Yeah, because she can be like, this is the guy that's on your fucking Christmas list every year. Like, how many fucking Optimus Primes do you really fucking need?
But, like, if I were to show her a picture of Optimus Primal, she'd be like, I don't fucking know. Because it doesn't have those things. Like, it's something different.
Bobby, fuck Star Wars.
But I mean, that's the thing. It's not like it's like there's nothing wrong with like the Beast Wars and stuff like that. The problem is when you switch your main character is something different every time. It's like, you know, what if like these new Star Wars movies were a reboot of Star Wars and Luke was no longer, you know, Luke was not even related to Darth Vader anymore. You know, like, you know, something like that. Like, that's what Transformers does with their characters a lot of times. You know, like, it's like...
And, like, if you look at, like, Star Wars marketing campaign, like, all that shit from Episode 4 through 7, to include 1, 2, and 3, is centralized around Darth Vader. Like, that is how they sell a Star Wars movie. Like, Episode 1, the first, like, big image we got was little Anakin walking with Vader's shadow on that little hut. And, like, Episode 3, they went balls to the wall with Vader. And then Episode 7, all we see, like, if you walk into, like, a Toys R Us, like, that big Star Wars banner that's hanging from the ceiling, it's got Kylo Ren's face on there because he resembles Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they know, like, you know, and that's Hasbro. But they know... we push Vader, like, because Vader sells units.
Oh, I don't remember how they pushed him with Episode 1. I was too busy drinking and, you know, chasing that tail. Just saying.
Yeah, I was, you know, it was crazy. I was with my wife.
When it first opened in 77?
Yeah. I know no Episode 1 came out in 1997, and was it 9?
Yeah, 99.
Oh, that was the year of X-Men too. Man, that was a fucking letdown of a year.
Yeah, it was.
Damn. No wonder I was busy drinking and fucking doing drugs and chasing anything that would fucking talk to me.
Banani?
Fucking shit.
He said Daddy.
You want to answer one more question and then get on to Star Wars, or we just dragging?
I thought we had a good discussion.
Yeah, we I think we have.
Okay, well, I'll just tell him next week. He asked a question, you know, before, and it never got answered. So, hey, Jonathan Davis, we'll answer your question, you know, eventually.
No, go ahead and ask it now. It's fine.
Your band sucks, but
let's
we'll talk about your question.
Let's do. You said the band sucks. No, let's do the discussion question. Let's go.
All right.
I already got off the question. I'm sorry. I already got off of it. I don't know it.
Oh, or we'll put it in the show notes so we have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will.
All right. Do y'all think that third party is getting too complex?
Okay, why'd you have to put y'all? Really? Really?
I copied your fucking your thing.
Oh, did I say y'all?
Copied it. I copied, cut, and pasted. Do y'all think that there's a yonder over third party figure? Sorry, Lenny can do it. He's got a better Southern accent.
All right. Do y'all think that third party is getting too complex to transform? I mean, it's fun sometimes, but a lot of times it's a pain in the ass, and you never transform it again.
Yeah,
kind of like hanging out with your uncle.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I don't know. I think that like it's not just third party. Like it's Masterpiece. It's even their other stuff to a lesser extent. But like, I think there's a fine line to walk with like transformations, with them being like intuitive and fun and not being a pain in the dick, and and also be able to like wow you. Like the one I always go to is Smart Robin. Like it's intuitive, it's fun, and it was like fucking like holy shit, these move too type of thing. Like, and I feel like that's a rarity across the board. But that's just me.
I agree with you, Bobby. And then as a counterpoint, I mean, well, not necessarily a counterpoint, but there's figures like even Sphinx to a certain extent. Like there's little things that aren't quite intuitive, and you're just like, oh man, this thing again. Or there's like things that you have to, and as much as I love it, as much as I love Gundog and I love the Reflector, there's like these little bits you have to line up, and you're like, you go through the whole motions and you get there, you don't have it right, and you're like, man, do I want to fucking Like, I gotta turn this back to robot anyway to get right, and then you just like put it back on your shelf. Like, there's little things like that.
I came up with this question. I was watching Bobby's review of Blur or whatever, and he said, it's a good transformation, but it took a while. So I'm just like, yeah, it's a good transformation, but you're sitting here, 15 minutes in trying to transform this thing, and then you're like, man, do I really want to transform this thing back?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I asked. I just thought it'd be good for a discussion. Are they getting harder?
But I think that I think if it takes a long time, it's okay as long as it's a long time that's like kind of like a puzzle rather than like just frustrating. It's like a video game. Like you know when you're playing a video game, I got real excited there. Fuck my headphones up. You know when you're playing a video game and it's challenging, but it's a good challenge. Like that's cool. But when it's challenging and it's a stupid fucking challenge and it gets like too difficult to even enjoy.
Oh, like Transformers Devastation.
I was gonna use it.
I was waiting for it.
Like that's a pain in the dick. Like, so I think it's a lot like that. Like Gundog being a good example, right? So like when Gundog folds on top of himself and all that shit, like that's when all that shit has to be lined up just right. But at the same time, like little things like Gundog's like accordion forearm, like I like little shit like that. Like it's new, it's different. We haven't seen it before, really. Like it's like so like it's like hit or miss. Like and I don't feel like Maketoys shit in general is kind of fun to transform. But like MMC, like I feel like the bigger their figures get, the more fun they are to transform.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, which one was it? Like
a good
Carrie?
example.
I'm sorry.
A good example is the Warpath that Bad Q put out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm never fucking transforming that thing again.
No, me neither.
I'm still not convinced I have the shoulders right, but I'm just like, fuck it, close enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's one. Apollyon is another. Let me see if I can think of like I'll probably like the all the Maketoys shit I probably will never transform again unless I transform the combiners to an alt mode to sit in alt mode for good.
Oh, see, I've been flipping that Maketoys shit back and forth though.
Which one?
Like something about it. The Computron bots and the Defensor ones. The Axle and
I definitely don't fuck with that bike.
What's his face?
The Streetwise is a bit more fun.
Yeah,
but
dude, I put that shit in my pocket for Thanksgiving, and I was like, we were at my buddy's house, and I was like, hey, check this out. Like every time, like I sat with somebody, I was like, hey, give this thing a try, because they were fucking with this Combiner War shit. I'm like, hey, I got what you need.
You
got it.
Code
Here,
word for
check
Greg's
this out.
penis.
Yeah.
Check this thing out.
Well, I mean, what was Carrie? Carrie looked like he was kind of with all the panels and everything, but when you transformed him, he looks awesome. He's one of my favorite. He's probably my top 5, Transformers of this year. Some Transformers, like I said, you take a long time and you're looking at it, and once you get done, you're like, that looks pretty sweet. And some of them you're just like, stuff's popping off, and just you're afraid that if you break something,
You mean like that Warbotron Quadron? Shit just popping off everywhere.
Well, like
not looking right.
Like that's what I was talking about with something being rewarding, right? See, because I kind of feel like the Warpath was rewarding. Like when you finally click that last shit in, you're like, oh, this is better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Like, and then sometimes like you get to the final form, so to speak, and you're like, oh, this is what I went through all that for.
Yeah.
Well, you made that Devastation video game reference. I'm gonna make a personal reference of my own to explain. It's kind of the same thing. It's like me with Fallout 4. I didn't think Fallout 4 was the game for me just because like I know how Fallout goes. I've been through this before, but I was like, you know what? It's getting good reviews. I'm gonna try it, and it's a great game. But you've got to fucking put in a lot of work. And, like, I'm sitting here, I'm already, like, 30 hours, I'm at 20 hours in. And, like, I hadn't really done a whole lot because I've kind of been fucking around. But, like, I've been doing stuff, and I'm like, do I really want to finish this? Like, do I want to sink more time into this? Like, is it going to be worth it in the end? And that's kind of how I feel once I get, like, through some of these really, like... And that's how I felt with fucking War Dog. Yeah. I felt like that with War Dog. But, I had faith. But I'm kind of over Bad Cube. Be honest with you, but that's another discussion. And then
I'm those images of the in-hand images of Sunstreaker that are getting around. I don't know.
I canceled it, and the guy who sells me fucking drugs was like, I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't feel like a masterpiece. It's really light. And I'm like, all right, say no more. Like, I'll hold off. Like, if I get some good opinions, maybe, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick him up if he's a placeholder, which I'm trying to cut down on, but yeah, we'll see.
Wait. You need a placeholder for Sunstreaker, but not Galvatron.
Right?
Well, because
no, there
wait.
it goes. Shots fired.
If Fans Toys announced today, Sunstreaker, no bad cube for me.
Okay, gotcha. I can get behind that.
Bobby's got big plans for 2018.
But I might be looking online for a chip chase.
What do you say, Justin?
I said I'm in the same shoes, but I might be looking online for that chip chase.
Well, it actually kind of sucks because I sold my what the fuck, that fucking, who made that half-ass fucking Bumblebee?
The gold file.
Yeah, I sold my art feather because I had faith in the bad cube because I was counting on that more MP scaled fucking chip chase, and now I need a chip chase. So now I'm like, man, I might need to get this fucker just get chip chase.
Yeah, I'm still getting
my
the
favorite
bad cube
human.
one. I haven't really looked too much at what people are saying about it, but whatever. If I don't like it, he'll go on the sales shelf, and chip chase will stay with me. So.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself in the ass for a lot of that would be something to talk about, what purchases do you regret?
Oh, that's what Jonathan asked. Was one of his questions.
Oh, really?
Question, yeah. He's like, what have you regret purchasing, and how has your collecting changed in 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, that's it. In the last 5 years.
I think that'd be a good one to do for our final show for the year next week.
Yeah. Let's save it for that.
Are we doing our top 5 next? Or the top 5 and?
No, that's the following week, first week of January. Always the first week of January.
Okay.
Always that one time, the first week of January.
No, both
Always.
times. Both times. It's like one of our only traditions.
Well, we've done it one time. That's why I was like.
No, we've done it twice.
Did we do it the first show?
Yeah.
Yeah. We did
Oh, dude, I don't remember that shit at all.
Yeah,
Dude, I was fucking drunk on vodka and MMC fucking feral cons. That shit was a blur. I got Bovis and Fortis, and I was just like, oh my god, these things are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
I was running around the house like, potatoes!
Justin, how are you doing on time, sir?
I got 10, 15 more minutes.
All right.
So.
Do we want to talk about Star Wars for 10, 15 minutes, or?
I want to talk about Star Wars for an hour.
Right.
I don't think we can.
Well, Justin hasn't seen it yet.
Bobby talking. We cannot talk 15 minutes.
I don't particularly care.
So
you can say whatever.
Or we can answer some more questions because we got a ton.
Man, this fucking knockoff Grimlock next to Gutter looks fucking pretty good. I'm just saying. He's still an inch taller than Gutter, and Gutter's a big boy.
I was fucking Gigapower, man. Ugh, God.
Why are you godding?
Just fucking
Here we go.
Here we go.
That company is I hope they didn't put too much faith in that Quake Blast.
That's not. But do we know that's the same company?
I don't know, man.
Because the competitor said so.
I didn't look at their tax returns or anything, but I know that we've gotten one mold from them in a year. I'm just
shots fired.
No, I don't care. If Greg loves them, and I want Greg to be happy. I want his Dinobots to be what he wants them to be. That is a set that
I want Yule to complete his dreams of owning.
Yeah, Yule too for sure.
Several $1,000s.
Yule selling off all that shit. The last I heard, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was selling off all that shit. He was like, I can't do it. Tapping out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell off these Fans Project Dinobots, and I think I'm gonna get rid of Gutter also. I don't need him. I'm happy.
You should get rid of Gutter and get the Chrome one.
No, I don't want that. If I get.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that they're gonna make it, and I don't want to be the last man standing with a Gutter.
Sometimes I actually wonder if the grab for them was to do a Dinobot that Fans Toys hadn't done, just to try to grab some cash.
Yeah.
And not actually do them all.
Well, they've got designs, but I mean, I'll settle for fans toys if I have to. Like, I'll go back and buy them again a third time, I guess. But that's not like I'm not gonna be happy. Like, that's not like what I like. Having seen the other side, you know what I mean? Like, I just want a big beefy. I'm shaking it. Can you hear it?
I mean, I hear you.
I want a big beefy.
I put my hands on Gutter more than I put my hands on most of my figures in my collection. And it's mainly to just move them to one shelf to another because I don't have a place for them. But it's true.
What about them Tetra Jets? How many times you touch those things?
Hey, once to go on one shelf, and recently I just put them in a prime spot.
I know you got
once in the morning, once before bed, and
yeah, that's
if the wife's at work, maybe around lunchtime.
It is a smooth plastic. Yeah, like I'm enjoying the fuck out of them now. Got them all lined up. Walk past them. I think of you guys. I think of the show. I think of them. I'm loving them.
Next it'll be the KFC tapes.
Isn't that where you had your fucking classic seekers?
Yeah.
And like random nonsense. Like, didn't you used to have like shit piled in the corner over there?
No, it was just
going down the stairs.
It was just one piece of shit. It was the stunning Botcon set.
Oh, I just meant like random shit.
The bot shots.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that piece of shit. That's the one time I tried to fucking scalp toys. Never again.
But yeah, I think that the Gigapower product is good. I don't know if the weight at this point for me is worth having a second set of Dinobots. Is what it really comes down to. Like, if they started cranking them out, then I'd probably hang in there. But like, if I'm looking at one Dinobot a year from them, I just think I'll just let it go.
See, Scoria wore on me, and like I swore like at the beginning was great, but like once you transform it, like the legs would start splitting and shit would start popping out, and then there's like cool shin clips. The one that I was really happy with was Sever. You know what I mean? Like, I got Sever, I'm like, man, this is good. And I had Sever and Gutter at the same time, and I was kind of hard pressed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and I got the other ones back again, and I was looking at them. I'm like, I don't know though. Like and then I had that chrome issue, and I got Scoria again, and like it was loose, and he came with Soar's sword.
That's weird.
Well, it was a later release,
right?
And it had Soar's sword accidentally in the box, and there was a huge hole in the chrome, and it was just like little shit like that.
Dude, sword.
Soar's sword, brah. Soar's sword.
I always say, I don't know why, like I say it to like my wife sometimes, like my wife every now and then my wife will snore. It's like once in a blue moon, and like I snore every now and then too. So like she just lets it go because she knows like I'm tired or whatever. But, like I'll wake her up. I'll act like super irritated, even though it happens like once every other year. Do you know what I mean? And then she'll look at me and I'll look super irritated, but I'm really not. And I'll be like, "You gonna snore some more?" So that's what sword made me think.
Wow.
You're horrible, Bobby.
I know.
Let your wife.
So you basically turn into Kylo Ren whenever your fucking wife snores.
Maybe that's why I like him
awesome.
so much. Maybe that's why I like him so much. You know that? Like,
yeah, he pulls his fucking mask off and his cloak. He's like, Meh.
Not for nothing, man. That, like my favorite scene with him is when he right before he destroys the chair. Just when he's like walking around it and he's like fucking pissed. And he says no loud. Like I've done that. Like I walked down like when Ratchet, like I had iGear Ratchet took a shelf dive and like landed and broke his hip, and like I feel like that's what I felt like when I walked down and saw him. I just walked around like really angry in a circle, going no. Like I love that shit.
Oh hey, just in case you guys didn't see it all over the internet, fun fact: the stormtrooper that Rey was like, "You're gonna release these, whatever," and he's like, "I'm gonna tighten them, you smuggler scum, or you scavenger scum." Do you know who that was?
007.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy. I was reading through all the like random actors that are like kind of big right now, like in their movies. They just wanted a bit, like they just wanted a piece.
Yeah, I think
they would do whatever.
I think he's also the
one with the electricity thing.
Yeah, the electricity one too.
Yeah, that's him.
That guy, the riot trooper.
No. Man, that guy was pretty cool until he got taken down by Han Solo.
Yeah, he was.
Spoilers.
That actor in Lair Cake was awesome. I've never seen the 007 one. But I heard he's like kind of being a dick about the 007 stuff.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to do it. Oh, money? Okay, well, I'll do one more.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to do it. Oh, money.
Which like is like kind of cool and kind of shitty at the same time. Like,
Are you gonna pay me in gold?
Like, I think it's cool because I don't give a fuck about the 007 franchise.
Exactly.
I can see that, like, if I did give a fuck about it, I'd be like, oh man, no, don't have this guy back.
Don't do that.
But yeah, I guess before we won't do Star Wars because it's not enough time. But like,
no, come on, let's do Star Wars.
But one
Come on,
question.
Bobby.
I mean, this is not enough time. Justin's got to go.
Lenny could always, Lenny could always
Better
get
you-
forward again and upload it as a separate thing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Force.
Dude, I'm a believer.
The Force. Excuse me. It's fucking cold. It's killing me. Darth Vader.
He keeps dropping references. I'll just go into this monologue. Let's do a round robin real quick because we get this question forever. What do your in-laws think of your collecting?
We did this one before, didn't we?
No, we did parents, but they responded to that show and said, "What about your guys' in-laws?"
Oh, I thought we did because I remember answering, and then someone's like, "Oh, he brought it down again." Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'll bring it down this time.
Okay.
It's cool.
Do you want to bring it down now so we can try to get it on a lighter note?
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember when you ask what your parents think or what I said?
I'll never forget it.
I wish I knew. Yep. All right, ask me this question.
What do your in-laws think?
I wish I knew.
Lenny.
All right, there we go.
Are you banging anybody right now whose parents might know?
I haven't met the parents yet, so no.
Okay.
I cannot answer this question.
What about you, Matthew?
Well, they think it's, as long as I can pay my bills, I guess they're not, big deals. They come over and see my stuff, and they're like, just wow, they're in amazement, what I've got, and they basically call me a nerd in my face, and just, they're a bunch of, we're a bunch of rednecks, just like, everybody knows. And,
you fucking nerd.
Yeah. So they're fine with it. I mean, they know that I was doing this before I met my wife, so I mean, they really don't say anything.
Yeah, you know who else knows that? Your wife.
Yeah.
God damn it! That you got with that boy, that damn nerd boy down the street. We told you don't mess with him.
I actually told Lisa on our first or second date that I was a big, collector, and she didn't know at that time. She thought, okay, you have a couple things. I'm like, no. I have a lot more than a couple things. So.
What about you, Justin?
No.
I got the you've got a lot of toys type thing, but really nobody said anything negative. So.
For me, I only had one incident.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was at a Christmas gathering. And like my father, like he loves the shit out of me, and he loves the shit out of my wife and my kids. But like he really can't be bothered with the rest of it. Like he doesn't consider like we're a family too to like the in-laws. Like it's not really how the situation is over here. Well, one time my wife's mother said to my father, you really might want to have a talk with Bobby about him needing to grow up. And my father said, okay. And that was the last time he's spoken to her.
He said, okay. And she's off the Christmas list.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how my dad rolls. Like my dad, like is like my dad's not like a physical hugger, but with the exception of that, he's kind of like, if you shake my hand, I'll shake yours. Right. But the first time it's fuck me, it's fuck you for good, forever. My dad holds a grudge, like like you wouldn't believe. Like there's friends of mine that like fucked up in middle school that still my father hates if I mention his name.
Damn.
Yeah,
I know those feels actually, because my dad's kind of old school too.
Yeah.
So I don't talk about my dad much, but
No, but you should. People like it. But but anyway, so like it's not like they can't be cordial and everything. Like, you know, my daughters have birthdays and stuff. It's not like my dad is like, you know, comes in and Kylo Ren's or anything. But he's just
No.
no. But he but you know, he's just like, that was like a very like for him, like at that point in his mind, he severed all emotion towards them. Like, it was just done. Now, my mother-in-law like has never like mentioned anything to me about that sort of thing, and like my mother-in-law and I have a very peculiar relationship where like she loves the shit out of my wife. Like, she's one of those like would do anything for her kids at the drop of a dime, and so I love that about her. And she treats my children like they're gold, you know, like a grandmother should. Like, she's like, my dad doesn't spend a lot of time with my kids. I wish he spent more time with my kids, but like my wife's mom spends a shit ton of time with my kids, and I'm grateful for their relationship, because my kids think the world of her, she thinks the world of my kids. They have a beautiful relationship, and I'm jealous. I'm jealous of it, because, you know, my grandma's not here anymore.
No.
But like, you know, I think that like my mother-in-law respects me because she knows that I'm a good father to my children and a good husband to my wife. And she loves that about me, and the feeling is mutual for her and her role, and that's kind of where our relationship starts and finishes. You know, like, we're cordial, and we like, I would do anything that she asked. Like, if she needed something or whatever, like I would jump at it, because she does so much for my family, and I know in her eyes I do a lot for her family, because I'm not really technically part of it. She's just like she's like an old Viking or something. It's like all about blood, you know, and like I'm the guy at the family functions that holds the camera to take the picture of everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could be doing something worse. I mean, we could be doing something worse. I mean, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not, you know, whatever.
For sure.
That's that's what they think of. Like, hey, at least he's not going out, you know, drinking all the time and vaping and stuff, you know. All that stuff.
Yeah, he's just not about that vape life.
He's just not about that vape life. But like my father-in-law is like he's like a man's man type of dude. Like, my father-in-law and my father get along perfectly, you know. And he's like my father-in-law works with his hands, beer drinking, hammer throwing type of guy, you know, like.
Thor.
Yeah.
Is he Thor? Real like stand up dude. But, like, I think that his mentality is just like people do that as adults, you know, like it's like he's just kind of like doesn't understand it, but it doesn't care, you know, like it doesn't stop his beer from being cold, or, you know what I mean, the day getting longer so he can work a little bit harder, so he's fine with it.
Emo.
I posted a link for Matt in there. Kit just posted it to my Facebook. It's kind of ironic because when she posted it, we were talking about that. It was about 40 minutes ago. So
can't truly appreciate the real.
That's why I'm with who I'm with. Yeah. Just so you guys know.
Awesome, man.
Kylo Ren is definitely a hipster.
Well, I guess he does like throwbacks.
Yeah.
He likes the finer things, vintage things.
But anyway, Lenny, want to take us out of here so Justin can get his winter break going.
All right, shout outs to Third Party Unlimited, run by Antoine, at Real Robot, plasticfreak.com, at Fear Corps. We've got I Am Ratchet, Third Party TF Crashes, run by Optimus Primal, TF Prototype, ROC, as always, and Tyler. And from all of us at SCU, have a safe Giftmas, and may Santa bring you all the fucking toys.
Shut the fuck up, Santa.
Chip.
Chip.
I was gonna say herpes.